All right, total confirmed cases of COVID-19, 1,447,516. That is up almost 100,000 from yesterday. Total confirmed deaths worldwide, 83,000, up from 75,000 yesterday. Total confirmed recovered worldwide, 308,000. That's a nice number. It's up almost 16,000 from yesterday. We have 400,549 confirmed cases, and now in America, 12,858 deaths. That is up the overall number, almost 50,000 from yesterday, and 2,000 in deaths yesterday. But here's the good news. The U.S. is 17th in the death rate per 1 million people, 39 deaths per million. By comparison, Spain has 311 deaths per million. Italy has 283 per million. France, 158. And Sweden, everybody says, oh, Sweden's really doing it right. Are they? Because we have 39 deaths per 1 million. Sweden has 59 deaths per 1 million. We're doing pretty well, America. New York City is the deadliest. It's the deadliest day so far yesterday, 731 COVID-19 deaths on Tuesday. This brings the New York State death toll to 5,489. New York City accounting for over 4,000 of that total. At this point, New York accounts for nearly half of all the total deaths in New York. Statewide, they have about 140,000 confirmed cases. But they say now the actual death toll may be higher in New York, as many people have died at home and are not yet tested or classified as COVID-19. As many as 280 people are dying per day in their own homes or their apartments in New York City, and most are presumed to be victims of the virus. According to the New York City Fire Department, over the past 2 weeks, more than 2,192 people have died in their own homes, and 75% of those people they presume are from COVID-19. One city councilman tweeted that New York City Coroner's Office has designated a city park for use as a temporary burial site for COVID-19 deaths. 20% of the New York City Police Department is calling in sick. It's not a surprise if you've been listening to me. I've been telling you that New York is not the place to be in case of a real trouble, a pandemic, as it turns out to be. A lot of these cops are underpaid, and they don't live in the borough they serve. They're going to stay at home if things get really tough. And quite honestly, part of me, I don't blame them. New York City Police Department has lost its 12th member to a suspected case of coronavirus this week. Monday, 6,974 uniformed officers of the NYPD were out sick. That was accounting for 19.3% of the department's uniformed workforce. Another 993 officers have presumed cases and are awaiting test results. France temporarily surpasses the U.S. with the deadliest national daily total, 1,419 dead yesterday. Now even Antarctica is not safe from COVID-19. Leave it to dopes. This is the only place on Earth that you didn't have to worry about it. A cruise ship from Australia was set to sail to Antarctica. They just wanted to go look at the penguins, the seals, and the whales. Now over 60% of the passengers on board have tested positive for COVID-19, and another 20% have suspected cases. The ship is moored off of Uruguay, which is beautiful, I hear, this time of year. COVID-19 killing more Britons than the Blitz. The UK had 786 known COVID-19 deaths yesterday, including a 23-year-old with no underlying health conditions. By comparison, the worst day of the Blitz of London bombings by Germany in World War II killed 131 people. Department of Health estimates that the actual total of COVID-19 deaths is actually likely much higher. Can I ask you something, Stu? Which is more freaky to you, being bombed or COVID-19?
As far as likelihood, COVID-19 would be more likely. I don't think
I know,
I'm
but
going
which
to-
would be more freaky? I mean, I would, hearing the planes fly over you every night, not knowing if you were going to be bombed or not, would be really freaky. But there is really no difference. I mean, you're going out. It's a silent killer. You don't hear the engines. I guess you stay in your house and you're safe. Where that wasn't true in the Blitz.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I think too, look, the idea of just planes flying over your head and explosions all around you and the businesses you go to certainly aren't opening in 30 days because they're rubble. I still think that would be much more terrifying. But I mean, like, look, as you discussed this in Arguing with Socialists, in that socialism is the number 2 cause of death over the past 100 years. Number 1 is infectious disease. Right, like it's not as dramatic as bombs and guns and things like that, but it does kill more people, and it does all the time. We have to deal with that. It's just a totally different way, right? It's a totally different way of dying. You never know when it's coming. You don't have that anticipatory struggle. I don't think. I mean, I don't go out to, you're not going to, I don't know, you're going to be sitting around thinking like, oh my gosh, am I breathing in COVID air right now? Is that happening? That's not the way we think about this, right?
President Trump signaled yesterday he may put a, quote, very powerful hold on the funding to the World Health Organization as he lashed out at the United Nations specialized agency, accused it of being very China-centric. He is absolutely right. We shouldn't be paying, I don't think we should be paying the UN, but we certainly shouldn't be paying the World Health Organization. They not only drop the ball, they are wildly corrupt as they do the bidding of the Chinese Communist Party. We have more on that tonight on our special at 9 p.m. You can find it at blazetv.com/Glenn, 9 p.m. tonight. Our Wednesday night special. You can also find it at YouTube, but only during the broadcast. This one I'd like them to hold on in the archives so other people can see it, because I'm asking the questions that media won't ask. They won't ask because they're all in bed with China. We don't have any Chinese connections. Oh, we've been banned in China. Oops. Oh, well. We're not Comcast that is opening up a new Universal Park next month. So we don't have any restrictions. Asking the questions about China and showing you video of, was this made in a lab? Is this a bioweapon? There's some new evidence out that shows that a lab was involved. It appears as though this is not man-made, but that bioweapons lab played a role. And we will show you the video. We'll give you the evidence. And we'll ask the questions the media should be asking tonight at 9 o'clock. Gun sales are up over 200% in some states. Up 200%. More oriented home defense guns like pump action shotguns and cheaper handguns are what's selling right now. They say that most of the people who are buying guns have never bought a gun before. They may be ahead of the curve. I think you're going to see gun sales go through the roof as we get further into this. I'll tell you why as this progresses. We're working on some things now on what's coming that you should be prepared for.